Hello, my name is Travis Earl Jackson, and I am doing a video concerning the effects of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and how it affected me in the 5 years of my military service. Um, I would just start off by introducing myself. I already told you my name. I was born in Texas, but I'm originally from Washington State. However, because I'm an Army brat, I would just like to say I've been all over the country. I joined the military at the age of 19 to better my life and most of all come up with a few trades. My MOS or my occupation or my employment was a 56 Mike 10, which is a chaplain's assistant. And my main mission was to make sure that the chaplain was protected at all times. In the deployment, I was considered as his bulletproof vest, and because of the Geneva Convention, the chaplain could not carry a weapon, not even a M9, not even a small pistol. So I was considered as the bullet catcher. But if we were back in America, I was considered as his secretary. Overall, I was just his bodyguard slash secretary. I joined the chaplaincy because I found it to be a very complex MOS due to religion being a huge factor in it. I would like to backtrack. At the age of 5, I felt weird. Like I did not fit in with guys at all. I felt at peace hanging around girls, like playing with dolls, staying inside all the time, playing Tetris, playing um, Connect Four, and I always had friends that were of females, but males we never seemed to click. At age 13, I kind of grew into sports. Basketball was my favorite sport. So being basketball, the stereotype is, well, you got to be around guys. So I said, okay, I'll be around guys in order to enjoy my sports, the sport of basketball. And so I hung around guys. And at the age of 19, I came to the realization that I was bisexual. Um, and my thoughts of me being bisexual is I'm just myself, and it's a great feel just to be a part of yourself. But imagine one day you join an organization and somebody decides to out you, or somebody that finds out through you telling them that you are gay, lesbian, and bisexual. Not only will they out you, but you can become an unemployment to an organization. And that's what Don't Ask, Don't Tell is. If you were gay, lesbian, or bisexual, um, you were kicked out of the military for disclosing your section, for coming out of the closet. So anyway, I knew that at the age of 19 that I was under fire because of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and that I could be fired if I came out of the closet. So what the military wanted you to do was be quiet about your sexual orientation while you served in the military, because they figure that gays are detrimental towards the morale of the troops. So I graduated with flying colors at the top of my class during my advanced initial training, or as we call it, AIT, at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. And I had one of the highest scores in PT scorecards in basic training. My first duty station was Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and I was very, very excited I was just very excited to just be in an organization where I could feel hoo or gung ho. But the other part of me was, Travis, you have to be quiet about your sexual orientation, because if you one slip up, you could be fired. Um, the stressors under Don't Ask, Don't Tell was you had to watch where you go, had to watch what you put on, had to watch what type of music you listen to, and most of all, you had to watch how the way you carry yourself, your demeanor, your behavior. And most of all, you had to watch what you say around different people. Um, it was a very challenging moment for me because of this stress. I decided to do something within the military, which is kind of unheard of. I decided to raise my right hand to re-enlist. And also the effects was in March 6, 2006. I decided to do the unthinkable. I decided to to conduct a suicide attempt. Obviously, if I was successful, I wouldn't be here doing this video. It's a blessing to be alive, but I want to get to why that's a blessing in a couple minutes. So anyway, what used to be my friends became my slanderers after I awakened from my suicide attempt, or after I survived my suicide attempt. And also in my suicide note, I did claim bisexuality. At first, the chain of command wanted to kick me out, but they said, you know, Travis, you're a very stupendous soldier. You always get the job done. You're always at the right place, at the right time, in the right uniform, in the right mind frame. We're going to let you stay. But don't do anything detrimental. As they were telling me that, they put emphasis on detrimental. So I had to watch what I definitely said around this time, because now the fire of my suicide attempt was coming upon me. And you know, just the whole effect of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. That's how powerful the effects of Don't Ask, Don't Tell was. It was, you know, some people have driven to suicide. Some people have driven to medication. Some people have driven to alcohol abuse. Some driven to actually drug abuse because of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. So October 2006, I raised my right hand, decided to re-enlist to go to Fort Lewis, Washington. Little did I know that this would be the place where everything came tumbling down due to Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and due to me deploying to Iraq. So April 2007, I decided to join one of the infantry units up in Fort Lewis, Washington, to become a part of the infamous Iraq surge. We deployed from 2007 to late 2008. In the month of May 2007, we lost 10 troopers due to sniper and improvised explosive devices, etc., as well as small arms. While losing these soldiers, the questions begin to come to my mind. I'm fighting for I'm fighting for America, but I'm fighting with an organization that's not allowing me to be me. And it just felt awkward that I was in the uniform and I couldn't be out. And it affected me because in Iraq, when you lose comrades, or when you have IEDs or people shooting at you, life flashes through you, through your mind, just like, okay, wow, just like a Lamborghini on I-10, it just flashes right through you. So you know, just the whole effect was just it was just jacked up, very, very jacked up. And just I was over there for 15 months, and yes, I did. I faced harassment. Some of my iPro or my Army equipment will come up missing in different parts of the tent. I remember one night we had a night mission, which requires obviously a night vision goggles. And come to find out, when I was retrieving my goggles from my bed, I turned the night vision on, and it didn't come on. I opened opened the night vision, and there were no batteries in it. And so, picture going through Iraq in a night mission with no night vision goggles because you don't have no batteries. Somebody sabotaged my night vision. But I faced harassment. I faced notes. I had questions came to me, questions that nobody didn't know of me, but through the rumors around my battalion, because it's obviously awkward to be gay awkward to be gay in the infantry. You can do anything in the infantry, but the moment you confess that you're gay or homosexual, that's it. That is like the number one, numero uno sin in the infantry. So I began to get slandered because of how the way I kept to myself. People began to harass me through their words. People began to harass me through their looks. People began to harass me by knocking on my chew door and then turning and running away, through notes And most of all, talking to my chaplain, and my chaplain would come and talk to me and tell me to tone the volume down. And I didn't understand what he was talking about, but now I do. So I came back and came back to America after 15 months, and the signs and symptoms of PTSD hit me. But the chain of command didn't pay more attention to my PTSD. They just paid more attention to my sexual orientation, which led to some misconducts on my part. But the chain of command failed to rehabilitate me. So I won't go into depth what happened, but the effects of Don't Ask, Don't Tell was they ignored my signs and symptoms of PTSD for it was their pleasure and it was supposedly their job to kick me out. So on October 2009, I was given what's called an under other than honorable discharge, meaning that I am now ineligible. Now I'm not eligible to receive VA benefits, and I'm not eligible to retrieve my Montgomery GI Bill, which is a load of money for education and other assistance as well. So that is my story, and I would just like to say I thank you guys for your unconditional support towards the troops overseas, as towards the troops period. And most of all, I would like to say thank you for your unconditional support during the repeal act of Don't Ask, Don't Tell 2010. Let us continue to fight for freedom, and most of all, let us continue to fight for equality. Because if it wasn't for us, for our diligence and through our patience, we would not be, as a gay, lesbian, bisexual, or LGBT community, we would not be where we are right now. So I would just like to say thank you. Thank you for supporting not just me, but all the veterans across this nation. And God bless each and every one of you. And by the way, before I leave, I would just like to show a picture of me. This is what I graduated in top of my class at Warrior Leadership course in Fort Lewis, Washington, and because of it, I was given a picture. But anyway, I would just like to say thank you all, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. God bless. Bye.